Hello, 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 Sagittarius. This is Adrienne Obey, Capricorntigress of Astrology, a look inside, Intuitive Western Astrologer, and I am here to come and talk to you about your horoscope for the month of, well, it'll span between mid-July and mid-August, okay, basically, because I want to cover a couple of things that basically go between now and mid-August. It might be more than that, but it's just whatever comes to me right now. And I want to get this information out to you guys. I am so late, and it's just been that kind of month for myself. I don't know if you Saggies have been feeling any of what I've been feeling. It's just been otherworldly. And I am Capricorn with Capricorn rising in Western astrology. But in Eastern astrology, I'm a Sag with Sag rising. So I'm wondering if any Sages have felt anything like I felt. Because, Jupiter and Neptune have basically been squared, and they're both retrograde right now. So I wonder if that's part of that woozy, almost dizzy feeling that I've been feeling. So as I just mentioned, Jupiter is retrograde in the first house of Sagittarius. So a lot of Saggies might be feeling like there's two scenarios I'm picking up on here. Some Saggies might be coming into luck. Like you might feel like, oh, this is like unexpected luck. Like it came out of nowhere. Like maybe it was owed to you, maybe money or something like luck that comes out of nowhere. And maybe you might feel lucky about your body because it's Jupiter, but it's retrograde. See, and what I think it's doing is it's going back over things that you might not feel so lucky about, especially when it has to do with your body. So I wonder, because I know what's been going on with me, but I think that has more to do with the Saturn and Capricorn than it does with this Jupiter Sag retrograding. But I've been losing weight again. And some Saggies might be losing weight again because Jupiter is retrograde in the first house, which to me is a signal that you could possibly lose some of the weight that you've been gaining when Jupiter was going direct, right, all year. So that is a possibility for some Sagittarius of weight loss, I believe. But a lot of the emphasis for this period is going to be in the ninth house. That's the God house, okay? That's the God house. That's what you're going to be dealing with because the new moon on the 31st of July is going to be happening in the ninth house. And there's going to be a lot of emphasis in that house over the next 30 days. I mean, there's going to be Venus in that house, Mars in that house, Mercury retrograde going into the eighth house again. But there's a lot going on in the ninth house. And that could mean travel. Maybe some Saggies are traveling. You might be experiencing some issues with travel too. But I could see travel. Education, like college, universities, things like that, because it's a new moon, a new start. Oh, yeah, between now and August, some of you guys might actually start back at school or, go and register for this upcoming semester. Maybe that's what's going on with that. It's a new moon. So basically, it gives you a new start, a new desire to learn a lot and to grow. Now, the ninth house does have, sometimes it deals with legal issues. It could be legalities. It could be, government. It could be, it could be dealing with any of those things, political. I think there are some, pretty sure here we've got some voting coming up. So maybe that's it too, political. On the 15th of August, though, there is going to be a full moon opposing that down in the third house. So instead of it being that expansive mindset, that expansive thinking, that expansive growth that the ninth house gives in that spiritual open mind, that Saggies have, it's going to be down in the third house in Aquarius. That's where the full moon is going to be. And It's weird to me whenever the moon is full in Aquarius, I draw a blank because I have Aquarius in my first house. And the last thing we really want to do is be emotional and lose it. But it could be a communication. I mean, it's communicating. It's going to be that third house. So, wow. I would just say around the 15th, just watch your communication. Watch that you're not, blowing off steam or saying things that someone could take offense to. I would be careful with how I speak with my neighbors. I would also be careful. And I don't like saying be careful. It's just areas of concern. I don't want people to say, oh, she's saying that. No, no, no. What I'm saying is there's going to be emphasis there. There's going to be emphasis in your neighborhood. There's going to be emphasis where your neighbors are. There's going to be emphasis in your extended family, like your brothers and sisters and aunts and uncles and nieces and nephews and cousins. All of that. There's going to be emphasis in you driving around in your neighborhood. There's going to be emphasis in these areas, like in your local community, in that area. Okay, so around the 15th, it could just, you're out shopping, local garage sales. I don't know, but it's local. Whereas the ninth house is expansive. It's almost international. It's beyond, say, your local neighborhood. So if that helps, that's the big difference between that new moon that's going to be in the ninth house and that full moon that's going to be in the third house. So the coloring of these things are going to influence you guys. Now, there's a lot of retrogrades going on also during this period. So just be aware, during it all, you might be feeling like your money is going backwards. You might feeling like I said, you might feel like you're losing weight, even your physical self. You might feel like your home life something's confusing. It's going backwards. You might feel like there's a little, I think some of you guys are going to be healing your romance. So I think romance is healing. Chiron is there. It wants to heal. It's the wounded healer. It's in the fifth house. It's retrograde right now, and it's going back over those pains and those things that you probably thought you were done with, but you're not actually done with. So Chiron is retrograding to make you aware of it. And maybe this time when it goes back over it, goes direct, it'll heal them for good. Let's hope. Uranus is retrograde in your sixth house. Okay. And I don't like Uranus doing anything retro. I don't like when Uranus causes trouble. Uranus to me is the great troublemaker. This little piece of hair. I always try to get it behind it. Never see. Look, what's the purpose? It just gets on my nerves. Okay. So Uranus, I think, is like the great troublemaker. It is where it goes, trouble follows, because it's sudden and it's out of the blue and it will shock you and it sometimes knocks you off your feet and it throws you for a loop. And this could have something to do with your health or something to do with your work. And if this doesn't affect you while it's retrograde, going back over these issues, then when it goes direct, then you might feel that whatever, like that sudden jolt. You might have felt it just now. I mean, it's retrograde, so it might not be as erratic and topsy-turvy as it's been. It might feel like it's, sorry, you guys. It might feel like it's slowing down a little bit as far as that topsy-turvy in your work. But just know, it's going to go direct again. You know that, right? So whatever it's dealing with in that Taurus sixth house, work and health, whatever you need to deal with work and health, make sure you deal with that. There's something going on with work and health. That Chiron is going backwards. Maybe creativity, because Chiron is creativity. So maybe you're going back over your work and adding some extra spice or creativity to it. It's a possibility. Okay, well, this is the message that I was led to give you guys. I do want to say that when Mercury does go direct, it's going retrograde, it doesn't go direct until August 30th. That is going to be spending time in your eighth house of other people's money. So it might feel like money coming in from others is halted, or that, especially communicating about money. There could be some communicating about things like money, sex, just deep things. You might even be close-lipped. I mean, it's Mercury's retrograde. And you might just be refraining from speaking altogether. You just might be, retreating in some way emotionally. You're not talking about your deep emotional um, things until probably after the 30th of August. I don't know why I get that feeling, because Mercury is retrograding in that eighth house. And that is that deep, that ability to talk about our personal life, to talk about those deep hidden things that, where we don't keep things to ourselves. Well, with Mercury going retrograde in the eighth house, you might keep everything to yourself. And if you've been really chatty with it, well, I saw something else there, but I won't mention it because that's something specific. Anyway, this has been the message I have to give to you, Saggies, for mid-July through mid-August of 2019. And if you haven't already, go ahead and like and share and subscribe to our YouTube our YouTube channel here, and share our videos here, our YouTube videos. And also be sure to go by the website at astrologyaLookInside.com and subscribe to the newsletter on the website. And you can also but you can follow us or like us on Facebook at facebook.com/astrologyaLookInside. And also we have our groups on Facebook at facebook.com/groups/astrology a look inside. Okay, Saggies, well, much love and much light to you. And I will talk to you soon, and sending out much love and light and many blessings. Namaste.